Hello YouTube, it's been about a week since we last talked, and today I want to talk about the art of revisiting things. So within the Catholic Church, people who are Catholic who have been going to Mass, at least probably about 5 times a year for 4 or 5 years have come to realize that there's a pattern in the readings that are read every week. And that's because the readings repeat every 3 years. And the theory, or the idea behind this, is that every 3 years you are a different person, and so when you come back to these readings, you get new things out of it because you have changed as a person, and maybe the message that was relevant to you 3 years ago isn't the same message that you're going to get now because you are a different person and you need something different from that particular reading. And that's a really cool thing that the Catholic Church does, but I find that it's also quite relevant in terms of revisiting other things, like books that you haven't read in years, or TV series, or anything like that. And so I'm noticing this especially when I'm doing my rewatch of Sailor Moon. And when the first time that I watched Sailor Moon all the way through, all 200 something episodes and the 3 movies, it was between my junior and senior year in high school. It was the week that book 7 of Harry Potter came out, and that summer for me was a growing summer. I was getting over my first real heartbreak, and I was learning all kinds of things about myself, and I was getting prepared to take my first ever Japanese class, and I really just loved Sailor Moon and had never had the opportunity to experience all of it in one go. So the week that book 7 came out, I actually went through and watched almost all of it in that week. There was a little bit of carryover, but that time was amazing. And now it's been 6 years since I've actually seen the series all the way through. And I have changed a lot. I have left high school, I have left college, I have moved across the country, and I am a very different person than the person that I was 6 years ago. I'm not dealing with that heartbreak anymore. I'm not in the same space mentally or emotionally that I was 6 years ago. And so being a totally different person coming back to a series that I have loved for at least half of my life has given me the opportunity to sort of experience bits and pieces of it in new ways, and different things have made me emotional as I'm watching it, and seeing things about the main characters becoming parents, and this epic love story, and all of the different things that have happened across that love story have really given me an opportunity to explore that with the person that I am now. I think that this is also, to an extent, the reason that we go back to books that we love and are familiar with. I know that's especially true for me with Harry Potter, and to a lesser extent, the series of unfortunate events, which I'm in the process of finishing. 1 book left, and then I'm done, and I get to move back into new works. But I think a lot of times when we are upset and struggling with things in our life, or even when we've just had a bunch of changes, we like to latch on to the old things that were familiar and helped us when we were younger get through hardships and things like that. And we go back to them hoping to have that same thing. And because we are different, and there has been such a gap, at least in some cases, not always with Harry Potter, because people reread that a lot, but for Series of Unfortunate Events and for me, for Sailor Moon, that gap really does allow you to sort of experience it again, and with new eyes and new experiences and new thoughts, and that's really cool. It's a really cool and poignant way to make new old friends. And yeah, I'm really enjoying rewatching Sailor Moon and just getting reacquainted with the part of myself that fell in love with it in the first place. So until next time, go visit something old that you love, because it probably still has messages waiting for you. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye, YouTube.